Hey folks, welcome back to Manistow Quay. It's been a while since we've updated you what's going on, so welcome back to the smoky north. We've had fires to the west of us that have kind of smoked things out here pretty good. I'll show you that in a minute, but just going to bring you up to date on what's happening with the barn site and the house. So anyway, we'll do a quick walk around and see what's happening. Don't forget your beer, it's too warm for coffee. One of the recent upgrades that we did is we moved the chicken coop and gave them a much bigger run. There's a carpenter's cloth on the bottom and chicken wire on the top. And there's our sun with the amount of smoke in the air. Pretty wild. All right, let's get to the barn. Okay, here's the barn site. So it's going to be a 40 by 50 horse barn. Designs by Barn Geeks. Anyways, they've got the full plans and all that kind of thing. So it's going to be a post and beam type construction pole barn. Here's the back side of the barn. The grade is going to be brought up to the level of that concrete. We're not going to dig that old concrete foundation out. We got to bring the grade up so that it's above the incoming slope from the up at the sawmill. So that'll be lots of loads with the dump trailer. Get the Kubota working and push things out. It's been interesting here digging this, making sure everything's good. Ended up finding a whole bunch of garbage buried in the property. Previous owners had a car dealership. Anyways, they buried car parts, and actually there was even bagged garbage in here about 4 feet down. So that's all been removed and cleaned up. The solid fill remains, so there's some concrete block and whatnot. But anyway, just more work to the work that you already got to do, right? So you can see over there we got the wheelies moved. Quonset moved over. Used the Kubota to move both of those. Actually used the Kubota and the Coyote to move the wheelies. It's actually surprisingly heavy. So anyway, a little bit more to show you, and then we'll call it a day here. Got some other work we got to do today. We got to get rid of some trees that are in the barn. So we can't leave them in there, so we'll make them part of the barn at the end. We'll mill them up and use them for sheeting. Okay, next spot. Well, the garden, first year of the garden. We believe there was a garden here at one point in time because there's some old asparagus in the back corner there behind the sunflower. But the ground is very alkali, so it's been a challenge getting things to grow. We've got a little bit of green showing up on top of the weeds, but we're getting there. Some tomatoes coming, winter squash, cucumber. Corn's actually got some ears formed up, so might actually get some food out of here. Potatoes seem to be doing okay as well at the back. Just something else that we're doing out here at the quay. And Marnie's been making progress in the front here. Let's see the landscaping we did. There'll be more video on that later. Local mallard. Anyway, Marnie's adding some color. Making it a little bit more like the Caribbean, I guess, here in northwestern Ontario. But new color. Really liking it. Anyway, still lots of smoke in the air. And you hear helicopters operating in the area too, so that's normally not a good sign. Just making our way up to the sawmill now. So Justin over at Greenstone Firewood has been keeping us supplied pretty well. Got a couple big tamaracks that we're chewing on here today, and did up some cedar yesterday that sawed up really nice. So if you're wondering what the big chunk out of the end of the log is here, there was a big burrow on the end of the log that Grandpa Manisto took for turning on his lathe. So it'll be interesting to see how that turned out. It was actually a clump of tree or branch knots. So it'll probably look really pretty when it's done. And we got the IBC tote here now. The idea there is we're going to get water in there so we can pressure wash our logs before we put them on the mill. Maybe save us some blade time instead of chewing on rocks and dirt. So anyway, I'll let you folks be. Hope everybody's been well. We'll keep at her. We'll keep you updated. Hopefully to get the concrete sonotubes and stuff set up here shortly. We'll have some video of that as well. So thanks for coming by, folks. Stay safe, enjoy, stay hydrated. It's warm out here. Cheers.